Good afternoon and welcome to Fried Field Senior Day. Today we'll be honoring the Highlander Marching Band, the cheerleaders, and the football players. First, we will be honoring our marching band. I'll be handing this over to Mr. Nicholas O'Sullivan.
The first senior band member is Dominic Cole, escorted by Mother Rosa Ponce, Father John Cole, and Brother John Carmine Cole, as well as Grandmother Patricia Cole. And Maria Tolkai. Our next senior band member is Sanjana Lal, escorted by Bharti Ahuja, Mother and Father. Next up, we have senior band member Lucas Londano, escorted by Mother Jimena Beltran and Leonardo Londano, and Alejandro Jimena. Our next senior band member is David Patathill, escorted by Mother Jean, Father Minoja, and Sister Jessica Patathill. And our last senior band member is Slade Rojas, escorted by Mother Trisha Gutierrez and Father Alan E. Rojas. Congrats to our marching band seniors. Back to Mr. Smalley.
I'm ready. Okay. And now on to the 2024 Senior Football and Cheerleader Team presentations. The Highlander Athletic Department, along with the Berkeley Heights and Mountainside communities, would like to honor our senior players on the football and cheerleader teams. We'd like to thank the senior student athletes for their commitment to excellence on and off the athletic field. You have left a legacy of hard work and dedication that our younger student athletes will want to emulate. The Highlander community would also like to thank the parents and families of our senior student athletes for all your support over the past 4 years. And now on to our presentations. First, we'd like to honor our senior cheerleaders and their parents and escorts. The first cheerleader is Emily Wallen, escorted by her parents, Andrew and Joyce. Our next cheerleader is Mia Gom, escorted by her parents, Amanda and Douglas. Our next cheerleader is Olivia Monaco, escorted by her mother, Maria, and her brother, Luke. Our next cheerleader is Laher Chawla, escorted by her mother, Shalu. Our next cheerleader is Ava Barker, escorted by her parents, Nicole and Tony. Our next cheerleader is Leah Brogdon, escorted by her parents, Kyle and Ruth. Our next cheerleader is Gianna Spear, escorted by her parents, George and Debbie. Our final cheerleader is Annabelle Levine, escorted by her parents, Catherine and Eric. Congratulations to all our cheerleaders and their families for your time and dedication to Governor Livingston High School. Now we would like to honor our senior players from the 2024 Highlander football team for their timeless effort and commitment to Governor Livingston athletics. The first Highlander is Francisco Landano, escorted by his mother, Diana, and brother, Kyle. Our next Highlander is Luciano Santamaria, escorted by his parents, Marietta and Fabrico, and brother, Dean. Our next Highlander is Chris Diamato, escorted by his parents, Laritza and Chris, and sisters Alexa and Leah. The next Highlander is Ryan Benza, escorted by his parents, Jen and Peter. Next Highlander is Noah Brown, escorted by his parents, Sharon and Daniel, sisters Jenna and Lana, and brother Ryan. The next Highlander is Ryan Honey, escorted by his parents, Suzanne and Mike, and brother Dylan. Our next Highlander is Logan Mitchell, escorted by his parents, Leanne and Robert, and brother Alexis. Our next Highlander is Michael Nelson, escorted by his parents, Lori and Michael, and sister Allison. Our next Highlander is Jack Daly, escorted by his parents, Ellen and Fred, sister Jessica, and brother Freddie. Our next Highlander is Askar Prodane, escorted by his parents, Sharada and Kumar. Our next Highlander is Raymond Lowe, escorted by his mother, Ivy. Our next Highlander is Matthew Miller, escorted by his parents, Christine and Keith, and sister Grace. Our next Highlander is Owen Placey, escorted by his parents, Kristen and Bert. Our next Highlander is Amon Islin, escorted by his mother, Heather. Our next Highlander is Aiden Sullivan, escorted by his parents, Lisa and Ray. Our next Highlander is Jack Bauer, escorted by his parents, Karen and Gary, and sister Mia and Madalena. Our next Highlander is Dylan Randis, escorted by his parents, Anna and Peter, and sister Chloe. Our next Highlander is Ryan Van Panek, escorted by his parents, Kimberly and Michael, sister Nicole, and brother Tyler. Our next Highlander is Kabir McLean, escorted by his parents, Ashia and Al Kassim. Our final Highlander being honored today is Saigo Toniyama, escorted by his parents, Catherine and Joe. Congratulations to the 2024 senior student athletes on the cheerleading and football teams. We'd like to thank you and wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors. And congratulations also to our 2024 marching band seniors. Good afternoon and welcome to Fry Field for today's football game featuring your Governor Livingston High School Highlanders against the visiting Bernards High School Mountaineers. Today's contest is being conducted according to rules, New Jersey State High School Athletic Association. The NJSIA officials enforce the rules regarding unsportsmanlike conduct by coaches and players. There'll be no tolerance for any negative behavior, such as taunting, trash talking, verbal, written, physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion. Such behavior will result in being ejected from this event. All participants must respect the game, respect the officials, and respect their opponents. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Let's welcome your Governor Livingston Highlanders. The afternoon's games features a 2024 BCC Division battle. Bernards coaches by head coach John Simino, assistant coaches Ryan McCullough, Brendan O'Reilly, Kyle Wispicki, Steve Masadi, Chris Kolscher, Zach Lakepost, Chris Phillips, and John Mataluna. Mountaineers captains are David Silver, Max Austin, Logan Stevens, Dan Ferguson, Terrence Hanratty, and Aiden Gribben. Mountaineers enter today's contest with a record of 7-0. Governor Livingston Highlanders football coaching staff. Assistant coaches Justin Poltz, Noah Torino, Paul Sepp, Jared Van Osternorp, Vin Gorgano, and head coach for the Highlanders is Peter Remicchio. Highlanders enter today's contest with a 3-4 record. Highlanders captains are Noah Brown, Jack Daly, Dylan Randis, and Luciano Santamaria. Referees for today's contest: crew chief Paul Fisuzzo, umpire Anthony Robinson, linesman Mike Pariso, line judge Fred Herzog, field judge Kevin Boborowski, side judge Charles Brown. Joining me up here in the booth, Jim Casalino. Chain crews Gene McAleer, Robert Hope, and Chris Pilata. Governor Livingston High Athletic trainers Mr. Todd Hurst and Miss Amanda Volcha. And Bernard's athletic trainer is James Horan. Today's doctor in attendance, Care 1 station, is Dr. Colligan. Special thank you for the Berkeley Heights Rescue and Mountainside Rescue Squad for sending the rigs over to cover our football games this season. Your support is greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Now let's honor and respect our country by removing our caps and everyone standing for the playing of our national anthem performed by Sienna Grundig.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good job.
Thank you, Sienna. Bring your attention to the center of the field for the coin toss.
As the Highlanders come out into the center of the field for the coin toss, there's something you might want to note. Number 3, Luciano Santamaria, quarterback for the Governor Highlanders, is not in pads. He will not be playing for today due to an injury. Jack Daly, running back, will be taking his place. Prior to this game, Jack Daly has had 791 rushing yards on just 99 attempts and has totaled 9 touchdowns across that. Santamaria prior to this game threw for 765 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Jill usually runs a run-heavy offense, and Santamaria is a very good part of that offense. He helps run the option with Daly and their various other running backs.
Start the game here at Bride Field.
Jack Daly and Santamaria are both crucial parts of this running offense, so it is interesting to see how the play calling will be changed with Daly at quarterback and not running back. Also, crucial to mention, Jack Daly is playing both sides of the ball, and he has played both sides of the ball and been a very crucial part of that defense. He has racked up 2 kicks blocked, as well as 25 solo tackles and 7 tackles for loss. So that might change up their GL's defensive schemes and how well they can perform in general.
The athletic tab and the Highlander Booster Club link. Don't forget to come by the GL Football Spiritware table located by the Snack Shack. As the weather turns a bit colder, now is the time to buy your GL Football Spiritware while supplies last. Visit the table today.
A few other things to mention for today. These next 2 games against Bernards and the game next week against playing field will be crucial for Governor Livingston, as a win in either will solidify them a playoff spot. Going back to Jack Daly and him filling in for quarterback, last year he took one snap at QB and had a completion for 2 yards. GL kicking off with Mason Barker. Bernard's back to receive. Running up the middle. Cutting back to the left side, down the left sideline. One tackle unsuccessful, and finally brought out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
For the Mountaineers, he's knocked out of bounds by Noah Brown.
Knocked out of bounds by
Mountaineers will take
Noah
over
Brown.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Bernard's offense is a brutal offense to play against. Their sophomore QB, Nolan Walsh, has already racked up 1,056 yards and 10 touchdowns with a passing long of 66. Back to take the snap, Walsh. Throwing out to the right. Cutting down the right sideline, breaking a tackle, and finally coming down at around the 18. Along with Nolan Walsh, Bernard's has a great running back core, with all the running backs across the board racking up over 1,000 yards already. Patrick Carlisle being the #1 rusher for 520 yards. Walsh taking his time, setting up to take the snap. Takes the snap, hands off to
Stevens on the carry.
Stevens on the carry for a short gain of just about 5 yards. Logan Stevens is their #2 rusher on the season, with 44 attempts for 321 yards as well as 4 touchdowns. Walsh take the snap, rolling out to the right, passing, and complete to the end zone for a touchdown to #12, Max Austin.
Walsh Austin.
This is Austin's 3rd touchdown on the year. Prior to this game, he had 10 receptions for 133 yards with a long of 25. To take the kick, Ochab. It is up, and it is through.
Good. Kick is good.
7-0,
10:36
Bernard's.
left in the first quarter. It's the Mountaineers 7, Highlanders 0. Highlanders would like to thank our business sponsors for their generous support of GL football. Nomos Woodwork, Fieldhouse, Berkeley Heights Physical Therapy, Ippolito Memorial, Craft Bagel, Sushi of Bowls, Rossi's Kitchen, DiMeo's, Clementi's, Bubba Coos, Mitchell Commercial, Smith Chiropractic, Game Changer, Specialties, Firestone, Complete Auto Care. In addition, we'd like to thank our local business for GL football, Public House, Parks Market, Jersey Joe's Bagels, Prestige Diner, Nevada Orthodontics, Tide Cleaners.
As Bernard's comes to kick off out here, it is we have to highlight the Bernard's defense, and they have had quite an amazing season so far. Although their tackle total does look quite small on paper, what this means is that they have been able to get their opponents off the field quite quickly. With only 370 tackles on the season, it seems as if they are not that good at tackling when you compare it to GL's 500 plus tackles for their defense, but the stats can be a bit deceiving, and it is always important to think about what the stats show and what they also might not show.
20-yard line.
Coming out here, it's Daly playing at quarterback. It'll be interesting to see how he can play today, especially considering he has not played a full game at quarterback in 2 years. Daly with the snap, running to the left.
Jack Downey on the
and
carry.
taken down after a short gain of
Gain of 1.
around 2 yards, or 1.
Brings up a 2nd down and 9.
2nd down and 9. A few notable players on the Bernards defense includes their linebacker Terrence Hanratty, who is a former Berkeley Heights resident. He has racked up 3 fumble recoveries. He's forced 1 fumble, and he has 62 total tackles on the season, an impressive total. Dally back for the snap. 2 running backs behind him. Takes, handing it off out to the right side, and that is stuffed at the line. Diamato.
Loss on the play, back to the 18-yard line. Bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down. GL will likely have to run a passing play here, so we'll get to see how Dally is doing in the pass game, considering his last full game at QB was in 2022. He went 13 for 21 with 112 yards, no touchdowns, and surprisingly, no interceptions. Dally back for the snap. Taking it, rolling out to the right. We'll see him pass here, and he is taken down in the backfield around the 10 for a sack. This will bring up a 4th down and 14 or 15, and the GL punt unit will come on.
Back by Daniel Ferguson. Ball's put back on the 11-yard line.
Correction, the punt unit will not come on. The offense will stay out on a 4th and 14. Nope, they're punting. Back to receive. And can't quite see where the ball is going. Ball has gone out of bounds around the 30. 25-yard line.
Bears will take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
GL and Bernard's last 4 meetings have ended with Bernard's winning 45-7. The last time GL was able to beat Bernard's was in 2013, just a bit over a decade ago. Since then, Bernard's has been a powerhouse in New Jersey football, and throughout the first few minutes of this game, they have certainly shown why. Taking the snap, handing off, run up the middle, and stopped by
D'Amato on the stop.
D'Amato.
Gain of 2 yards.
Patrick Carlise lining up next to Walsh. Walsh takes the snap, rolling out to the right. He looked down the field. He's going to throw for an incompletion.
Ball pass incomplete. Intended for Austin.
Intended for
3rd
Austin.
down and 9. Ball on
3rd down and 9 here at the 24-yard line. Walsh and Carlise in the backfield. Tight end to the left. Walsh takes the snap. Rolling out, looking right, throwing down the field, complete around the 14-yard line to Jack Mora. Jack Mora has been the #1 receiver for this Bernard's offense with 410 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns on just 14 catches. Walsh taking the snap, 2 running backs to his left and right. Dropping back, looking right, throwing caught and out of bounds to Mora again.
Intended for Mora. Honey on the coverage. Second down and 10 from the 15-yard line.
2nd and 10. 2 running backs again. Walsh taking the snap, handing off to Carlise, and he has a good gain up the middle for what will be close to a first down.
First and goal. Ball's at the
It will be a
5-yard
first down. 1st and goal, 5-yard line. Walsh lining up again. 3 running backs. Walsh takes the snap, hands it off up the left side, and he is just a bit short. Terrence Hanratty on the carry.
Gain of 3, moves the ball down to the 2-yard.
Hanratty has been used in a limited fashion in this rushing game with just 9 rushes across the season. However, he has racked up 2 touchdowns, and he can be used in short yardage given his size. Walsh lining up, 1 running back, takes the snap, hands it off to Carlise, and he is
Before the carry, stopped at the goal line.
stopped at the goal line for a 3rd and goal. You might see Hanratty come out here again for a short yardage run straight down the middle, or potentially not. Hanratty is lined up to the right of Walsh. Walsh takes the snap, hands it off, and he is up the middle for a touchdown. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Noah Ochab on to attempt the extra point.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. The kick was up and good after the flag, of course.
Offside, Highlanders.
Offsides on the Highlanders. They'll go ahead and redo this extra point.
Penalties declined.
Ochab lining up for the attempt once again. Poor snap, but it is still
Job's good.
up
Kick is
and
good.
through.
5:50 left here in the first quarter.
Ochab has been
14.
an impressive kicker prior to this game. Let's get a replay of Hanratty's short touchdown once again. Ochab has been an impressive kicker up until this point. He has gone 4 for 7 on field goals, with his longest make being from 48 yards. He's only missed 1 extra point the entire season on 17 attempts, and he is now having a total of 16 out of 17, and now he is up to 18 out of 19. GL is back to receive. Something to mention about this GL kickoff receiving is Kamir McLean. McLean last week in GL's game against Voorhees returned a 95-yard touchdown on a kickoff for the GL win, 50-46. An impressive win for Governor Livingston. Here comes the boot. And the ball will bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
Ball goes into the end zone. Highlanders take over. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line with 5:48 left here in the first quarter.
.548 here left in the first quarter. Dally lines up for the snap, takes, Handing off. Nope, it's a keeper. He's going to the right, and he is
Dally
tackled
carry.
after
Austin on the stop.
short gain, or maybe
Gain of
even no
one.
gain.
Brings up
Gain
a
of
second
1 yard for a 2nd and 9.
on the 21-yard line.
As predicted, we have seen quite a lot of rushing here from GL with only 1 pass attempt so far, and it appears GL has
Timeout
taken
Highlanders.
a timeout.
Don't forget to
Timeout
get your
Highlanders.
50-50 tickets still being sold until halftime, when we're going to pull the winner for the 50-50. Tickets are being sold up by the main entrance.
Going back to the Bernards defense, which has been impressive up until this point in the game and has been impressive across their season. They have a notable linebacker, Thomas Dymar, with 7 sacks and 12 tackles for loss. That is quite the total. He's also racked up 35 tackles, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. Bernard's defense making their way back out onto the field a bit late here, as GL will get set. Dally with D'Amato behind him in the running back position. He'll roll out to the left. He'll avoid 2 sacks. He'll take the ball out to the right side for a short gain on what looked like a failed planned rollout to the left.
25-yard line.
See him here, rolled out to the left, missed 1 tackle, broke a second, and managed to pick up a few yards on what would have otherwise been a unsuccessful pass play and a sack. D'Amato once again lining up behind Dally. Dally takes the snap. He'll drop back, looking to pass. He'll heave down the field to
Dally's pass
nobody.
incomplete. Intended for Honey.
The closest man was a Bernards defender, number 45, Luke Bubnowski. Ryan Honey was the closest man to the ball, the closest receiver to the ball. Speaking of Ryan Honey, he has had a pretty good season here on the offense as a running back with 330 yards on. Oh, sorry, he's had a pretty good receiving season with 330 yards on 15 receptions, and he is leading this team in receiving touchdowns with 3. GL punt team coming on. Punt goes. It'll drop near the 50, and that is a muffed punt by the Bernards receiving team, although they may want to ask for a flag here on contact prior to the ball touching, but so far the refs are signaling GL ball on the 48, with the Bernards 48 on a muffed punt.
Covered by the Highlanders. By David Dorset. There's a flag on the play.
There is still a flag on the play. This might be for contact on the receiving man, but Sean Arkley is the receiving man. He has taken 10 punts, only returning them for 66 yards with a long of 21.
Holding against the Mountaineers.
It'll be holding against the Mountaineers, which means GL will retain possession of the ball.
The ball placed at the 48-yard line.
This is a crucial point in this game, as the Highlanders may be able to get some momentum now that they have the ball in Bernard's territory. Dally back again to take the snap. Handing it off to D'Amato. He'll go to the left side, and he will be stopped just around the line of scrimmage. There are flags out on the play. This will most likely be holding on GL. Holding on GL. That'll move him back, and
That'd be a 10-yard
it will be 2nd and 20.
Moves the ball back to the 42-yard line.
GL back in their own territory now. They'll be trying to strive for a first down, which they have not been able to get this game. Two running backs. Dally handing off to D'Amato, finding his way up the middle, moving out to the right. D'Amato has some space, and he will make it down the field to about the 42 of Bernard's, of course.
Stevens.
And get a replay of that. A great cutback there by D'Amato, able to find the lane, and he just gets caught up to by the secondary of Bernard's.
Brings up a 2nd down and 4.
4 yards to go for a first down. GL will most likely go with a run play here. 2 running backs in the backfield, including D'Amato. Dally takes the snap. It'll be a keeper out to the right. Dally for a short gain down to about the 38. This might be just short. And
Moves the ball to the 38-yard line.
waiting to see if the change will move here. And
3rd down and short.
they will not. It'll be 3rd down and less than 1. They're down in probably inches at this point. Be interesting to see what GL will go with here, considering that Dally was usually their running back in all situations, including short yardage. So far, he stayed in at quarterback. Francique to his left and D'Amato behind him. Taking the snap. It'll be a keeper. He'll go up the middle for more than he needed. He'll get to the 29-yard line for that is the first GL first down of this game.
That moves the ball down to the 34-yard line. That's
34-yard line, correction.
Highlander, first down, Highlanders. At the 34-yard line. 1st and 10.
The first down from our Highlanders, and the first time we've got to hear our band play their little first down jingle, which brings quite a bit of energy to these games. They're notably absent in the last home game, and it was lacking in an atmosphere, to say the least. Dally on the carry. Going out to the right, he's driven out of bounds for a short gain. Hanratty on the stop. Once again, that key linebacker in this Bernard's defense, adding yet another tackle to his total. Ball will be placed at the 30-yard line for a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for GL.
Gain of 4 brings up 2nd down and 6.
Fast pace here. Dally taking the snap, dropping back, looking to pass. He'll throw out to the left. Incomplete. That was intended for D'Amato, who lined up at wide receiver there.
Ribbon on the coverage.
It'll be a 3rd down and 6 for Governor Livingston.
6 from the 30-yard line.
This is likely out of Governor Livingston kicker Mason Barker's range. So GL will likely be going for it on 4th down here, if they need to get to a 4th down. Dally lining up alone in the backfield. Motion across the middle. Oh, muffed snap, and the ball is still loose. It'll be picked up by Bernard's, and GL has lost the ball. Number 52. Number 52 for Bernard's, I believe it is, on the recovery.
Capagnagro on the recovery.
Chase Capagnagro. That'll bring the GL defense back out on this field, and just when you could have thought that GL might have been getting some momentum, it goes just horribly wrong.
On the 46-yard line.
Although Bernard's has put up 14 points already in this first quarter, the GL defense is quite a unit, and they have some notable players, as Hanratty will line up. Correction, Walsh will line up and take the snap. Look out to the right, who will throw. Complete. Very low pass, but his receiver was able to scoop it up to Schaefer on the reception. See him just that was a low pass right down by the feet, and a stop by 33 Matt Miller, getting a shoelace tackle there.
Moves the ball down to the 25-yard line. First and 10, Mountaineers.
GL 25. Mountaineers have a 1st and 10. So far in this game, the Mountaineers have seemed unstoppable, and it is yet to be seen if GL can stop them. Walsh in the backfield taking the snap, faking the pitch out to the left, looking downfield, caught and taken down on the 4-yard line.
On the stop. First and goal for the Mountaineers.
1st and goal for the Mountaineers.
4-yard line.
Bernard's attempting to hurry it up here, but it seems like there might have been some miscommunication, and
That's the end of your first quarter.
the first quarter is over. Bernard's was not able to get off a play as they might have been expecting to. 14-0 is the score. Bernard's on top. Something notable to mention about this Bernard's offense as we have a little break in play here. Patrick Carlise, their star running back, and Nolan Walsh, their quarterback, who has thrown for, again, I'm going to say this, 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns, which is impressive, are both sophomores, which does not bode well for all of the teams here in the Big Central Conference, and suggests that we might have yet more Bernard's domination to look forward to in the next 2 years as they become juniors and then eventually seniors.
4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4 for Bernard's.
Ready, go! Hey!
Walsh back to take the snap, handing it off, and this is stuffed in a pile in the middle for a gain of probably about 1.
On the carry. Moves the ball down to the 2-yard line.
Correction, a gain of 2. 2nd and 2 from the 2. That was Hanratty again on the short yardage play. We will probably see him stay out on the field here as Bernard's will look to run it right down the center. Walsh, motion man across the middle. It'll be a jet touch pass, and he will find his way into the end zone. Max Austin.
Bernard.
There will be a holding flag on Bernard's, so this will move them back and negate the touchdown as they'll be moved back to the Governor Livingston 12. Sure, Austin would have liked to see that touchdown stand, as that would have been his 4th touchdown of the season.
Moves the ball back to the 12-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 12.
Yet again, 2nd and goal from the 12-yard line. Trips to the top. Walsh lining up in the backfield. Takes the snap, drops back, looks left to pass. He will have a completion, and he will find his way into the end zone. Logan Stevens will rack up a touchdown, making it 20-0 here for Bernard's. Ochab out for the extra point. Snap put down, and it will be good. 21-0, Bernard's. 10:45 left in the second.
McLean and Jakubowski back for the Highlanders.
Bernard's out to kick it off. Run up and the boot. And the ball will be picked up and returned
Jakubowski
to
on the
about
return.
the 29 or 8-yard line.
Popnowski on the stop. Highlanders will take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 Highlanders. Last drive, this offense was able to get something going with a good
48.
rushing and one pass that was incomplete. It's yet to be seen whether they will be able to keep that momentum moving and get another first down. Daly on the snap. A keeper out to the left. He'll find some space to run, and it'll be fumbled and recovered.
Play.
Fortunate for the Highlanders.
By the Highlanders.
This fumble was recovered, unlike the last one, which gave Bernard's possession and cut off their drive just a bit earlier than they would have liked.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play against Bernard's.
Moves the ball out to the 42-yard line. That's good enough for a Highlander
First down, 42-yard line. The Highlanders will play from. Once again, the band out with their jingle. Daly in the backfield. D'Amato behind him, nope, it's a keeper right up the middle. He'll break 2 tackles and will be stuffed at around the 50 finally, with 3 Bernard's defenders all massing around him and finally bringing him down.
Ribbon on the stop. Moves the ball out to the 50-yard line. Gain of 8 brings up 2nd down and 2.
2nd and 2 for GL here. They've already got 1 first down on this drive. We'll see if they can continue it. Timeout taken
Bernard.
by Bernard's. We'll have a short break here. For the first 2 drives of this game, the Bernard's defense was playing up to what they have been playing in prior games. They were able to get GL off the field without a first down. However, the third drive for GL seemed to have gone a bit wrong with the flags and GL picking up a first down and getting all the way into Bernard's territory.
Why the supplies left? Visit the table today.
Of course, aided by a muffed punt by Sean Arkelay on Bernard's.
Second down and 2 from the 50-yard line. for the
GL is
Highlanders.
back out on the field. 5 wide. Daly alone in the backfield, motioning a man over to the middle. Daly will take the snap. It'll be a keeper, and he will get a short gain of about 1 yard on the carry.
Dimer on the stop. Brings up a 3rd down and 1. Ball is placed on the 49-yard.
3rd and 1. We will likely see a heavy backfield here from GL as they try to push the ball right up the middle to get that 1 yard they need for yet another first down. And we do. D'Amato in the backfield along with Daly. Handing it off to D'Amato. D'Amato cutting back, and he is stuffed. GL will not get enough for a first down, and it'll be back. They'll lose a yard for a 4th and 2.
Brings up a 4th down and 2.
The punt unit will come out here for GL, and they will look to punt this away in a fashion that is unlike themselves, as typically Remicchio, the head coach of this Highlanders football team would love to go for a 4th down in this situation, and frankly, I can't see why he wouldn't want to in this situation considering the insurmountable odds. Although it does look like they are lining up for another run play, and they will try and push Dally up the middle, and it looks like he will get a 1st down and quite a few more as well.
That moves the ball down to the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play, and this potentially could be on Bernard's, most likely a face mask. That play initially looked like it was stuffed at the line there. However, Dally just kept his feet moving, and he was able to get those that yardage that GL needed to get the 1st down. Waiting to see if 1st down is confirmed or if this penalty was on the Highlanders. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Bernard's. The Highlanders will get more yardage on top of this 1st down, and we'll hear the jingle.
Highlanders at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
Dally lining up. Empty backfield once again. 5 wide set. Takes the snap. It'll be a keeper out to the left. Good block set up by his receivers, and
Dally's on a carry.
he will be brought out of bounds, and the GL sideline will be outraged as they think that there was some extra pushing and shoving by the Bernard's defense there, and I believe they will get the penalty. Flag thrown a bit too late for it to be holding, so this will likely be unsportsmanlike conduct or unnecessary roughness on Bernard's, which will give GL yet more yardage.
Unnecessary roughness against the Mountaineers. That moves the ball down to the 12-yard line.
Down to the 12-yard line. GL is finding themselves
1st down.
in the red zone for the first time.
12-yard line. 1st and 10.
GL has made their way down into the red zone for the first time this game. 2nd time in Bernard's territory this game. Last time ended horribly. Dally will be back to take the snap. Hand it off to D'Amato. D'Amato will take it to the right side through a gap for a short gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and about 8.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Correction, there is a loss of 1 there, not a gain of 1. So this will bring up a 2nd down and 11. Dally lining up once again with D'Amato in the backfield. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it, look to pass on the right. He will look downfield and find nothing, so he will attempt a keeper for what could be a loss or gain. It is really hard to tell.
Ebenigro on the stop.
We can only hope that this is a gain of a short yardage, and it will be a gain of 1 for 3rd and 9. It'll be interesting to see what GL comes up with here. They might attempt yet another throwing play, or they might just try and take as many yards as they can on the ground and set up for a field goal. No indicator here as Dally lines up yet again with D'Amato in the backfield. 4 receivers. Takes the snap. He will look to throw to the right end. Interception by Bernard's. Man will break a tackle. He'll keep going down the field all the way back to just past the 50. Intercepted by Tegan Hartnett.
By
Hartnett. Sorry, correction. An unfortunate play there as GL just can't seem to capitalize on their good luck with their first somewhat successful drive ending in a fumble and their second now ending in an interception, both on the part of Jack Dally, who I'm sure is not quite feeling himself.
48-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers.
Ball is number 48. We'll see what Bernard's dialed out. Walsh will take the snap and he'll hand it off to Carlis, and he will be stopped after a gain of around 3. Swarm of Highlanders around him there.
Gain of 3 brings up second down and 7 from the 45-yard line.
Trips to the bottom for Bernards. Walsh taking the snap. He'll look downfield across the middle. He'll have a receiver, number 9, Jack Mora, and he will run all the way into the end zone for an unchallenged touchdown. He wasn't touched there. The Highlander pass coverage seemed to have broken down across the middle, allowing Mora to find some space in that backfield and just take it all the way. With the two backs, the strong safeties there, seeming to be too far out right and left, and not close enough to him to cut back across the field. Ochab will be out here to attempt the extra point, the 4th of the game. High snap, but it is up, put down, and it is up and through. It will be 28-0 here with Bernards in the lead. A absolute massacre.
Highlanders like to give a special shout out to the class of 1974. Welcome to your 50-year reunion.
GL has so far had no luck in stopping the Bernards offense, and it is yet to be seen whether or not they will have a successful attempt. GL's offense, on the other hand, has had 2 successful drives out of the 4. Fortunately, both have ended poorly, one with an interception by Daly and one with a fumble after what may or may not have been a bad snap, yet again with Daly in the backfield. And those ball losses and turnovers will unfortunately be put on his stat sheet.
McLean and Jakubowski back to receive the kick.
McLean yet again back to receive the kick. Bernards will kick off. Be a deep driven ball, and it will be muffed at first, but it will be picked up once again by McLean. He will cut back across the middle, and he will not be finding any room to maneuver. He'll be stopped just a few yards after he picked it up around the 18.
Highlanders also like to welcome the class of 1983 on their 41st year reunion, joining us here today. Welcome.
GL once again out on the offense. We'll see if they can put up as successful drives as the last 2, but hopefully without the turnovers. Motion man across the middle. Daly takes the snap. He'll hand it off to the motion man, and he will get a short gain of about 5. That was number 10, Ryan Honey, on the carry.
Moves the ball out to the 24-yard line.
Honey has been used in the rush offense prior to this game, but it seems like he's taking a more active role in it, as prior to today he only had a few rushes, that being 7, and they only went for 16 yards. That'll add 1 more to the tally and a gain of 5 yards to his rushing total. Daly alone in the backfield. He'll drop back, look to pass, rolling out to the right. He'll take the ball on his own and get a gain of about 2, what it looks like for right now, on the scramble.
Hanratty on the stop.
Once again, Terrence Hanratty on the stop. Hanratty is a huge contributor to this Bernard's defense, as again, he has 62 tackles prior to this game across the other 7 games they have played, as well as 2 sacks and 4 tackles for losses. It'll be interesting to see what GL will come up with on third down. We've seen a pretty even split of running and passing on third down here. 2 men in the backfield with Dowley. Potential run. Dowley will take the snap. He will hand it off on yet another fumble. A bit of a bad handoff there, but luckily it'll be recovered by GL. Number 28, Elijah Garcia, was on the run and fumble there. Fourth down and 4. We'll probably see another punt from GL here, although at this point in the game, they have almost nothing to lose, and it could be interesting to see a actual offensive play instead of a punt, and it seems that is what we will see. Or not.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play. Might be too many men on the field on Bernard's, given the reaction I've just seen from the defensive coordinator of the Mountaineers. And it will be a penalty
Procedure against the Mountaineers.
procedure, which will move the ball up.
Too many players on the field.
Too many players on the field, as I predicted. That'll give GL a first down and 10 on the 30-yard line. So by no part of GL's own, they have managed to pick up a first down here on the Bernard's penalty of too many men on the field. We'll see if they can get back their drive and put together a third somewhat successful drive, getting back down into Bernard's territory, hopefully. Seems to be a stoppage or delay in play here. Unsure of why. The referees might be deciding.
First and 10 for the Highlanders at the 30-yard line.
And whatever was occurring, it has now stopped. Dowley will line up in the backfield, trips to the bottom, 5 wide. He almost fumbled the snap there again, but he manages to take it. Going out to the left, and he will fumble the ball, thankfully out of bounds, giving Bernard's no chance to recover. There is a flag on the play. This is more than likely a holding penalty on Governor Livingston.
Dowley out of bounds. Flag on the play. Flag is being picked up.
Flag has been picked up. There is no penalty on the play. Second and 10.
Incomplete pass! Incomplete pass! Stop the clock!
The Bernard's defensive coordinator seems to think that that was an incomplete pass by Jack Dowley and wants the clock to be stopped. But it doesn't seem like he'll get what he wants, as GL will line up for yet another play or not. They will set up for another play. Dowley alone again in the backfield, 5 wide. He will take the snap, drop back, look to pass, find no one down the field, trying to run away from the pressure, and he will be taken down. He will be sacked. Bernard seemed to think they had a fumble and recovery there, but they did not. This will push GL back to the 12-yard line for a
Timeout. Mountaineers.
Timeout Mountaineers.
I would like to thank our business sponsors for the generous support of GL football. Numbers Woodwork, Field House, Berkeley Heights Physical Therapy, Ippolito Memorial, Craft Bagel, Sushi of Old, Rossi Kitchen, DeMayo's, Clementi's, Bubba Coos, Ritual Commercial, Brookwood, Smith Chiropractic, Game Changer, Special Keys, and Firestone. Also like to thank our local businesses for their general support. Publica, Farms Market, Jersey Joe's Bagel, Prestige Diner, Savannah Orthodontics, Tide Cleanup. Special thanks to Quicksilver Counseling Center as our champion sponsor of the season. Quicksilver Counseling Center, a leader in addiction and mental health care, outpatient services. Quicksilver offers a range of treatment programs to assist you and your loved ones on the journey toward recovery with local offices in our community.
GL offense making their way back out onto the field. This will be a very hard to attain first down, and
Brings up a third down.
we will probably see yet another pass play from Jack Daly. Daly back, takes the snap. We will not see a pass play. He will try to be on the
Daly
keeper,
on the carry.
and he will be stuffed before even reaching the line of scrimmage. They will mark him down
Here's
around the 5-yard line. A flag will be thrown by the close side ref, potentially for unsportsmanlike conduct, although it seemed like the only players around him were Highlanders, so this might not bode well. If this is a flag against the Highlanders, it'll likely bring up a 4th down, and GL will attempt to punt it away in the hopes of stopping the Bernards offense once again, which they have been unsuccessful at doing.
dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike penalty against Bernards.
Unsportsmanlike penalty against Berners here.
20-yard
This will give the Highlanders some yardage back, although it will likely still be 4th down, and they will potentially put it away, although they are being kicked right now 28-0,
4th down and 20.
so it would not really hurt them to just go for it. As of right now, it looks like they are lining up for a punt. Stevens back for Bernards to receive the punt. Jill will boot the ball away. It'll land. It'll be caught by Stevens. He'll take it to the left side. With no Highlanders around him, he will finally be driven out of bounds just in front of the 10-yard line. Yet another flag on the play. This might just be targeting on Governor Livingston. From the angle I had, it looked like that could have been a bit of helmet-to-helmet contact, but we will hear it from the refs. A good return there from Stevens, some good blocking by Bernards, but he was knocked out of bounds.
Illegal block by the Mountaineers.
Looks like an illegal block by the Mountaineers back down the field, which will negate that return by Stevens, and they will get the ball on the 50-yard line.
Mountaineers at the 50-yard line with 1:03 left here in the second quarter.
1:03 left in the second quarter. They will, Bernards will likely attempt to drive down the field and get a touchdown quickly before their time expires. GL will, of course, attempt to stop them, although so far they have been not successful, unfortunately. Of course, D'Amato has not been playing defense as he's been playing QB. Walsh will take the snap. He'll pass to his left for a completion on a screen. Receiver will break a tackle. He'll break 2 tackles and finally be taken down around the 42-yard line.
On the stop.
Or closer to the 40, actually.
Brings up a
Second down and
20.
short here for Bernards. Walsh takes the snap. Looking to his right, he'll throw for a completion, and the receiver will finally be pushed out of bounds. It was number 13, Schaefer, on the reception there. This will bring up a Bernards first down.
1st and 10 for the Mountaineers at the 29-yard line.
GL has yet to get Bernards to a 4th down this game, showing quite a lack of concentration. Walsh will look to the left. He will complete to number 8. GL will stop him, but not after he has gotten the first down, and there is a holding penalty on the Mountaineers. That'll bring this back and give them a 1st and 20. GL getting lucky there as Bernards is pushed out of the red zone by the penalty.
Move the ball back to the 39-yard line.
Walsh takes the snap. He will drop back and look to pass. He'll pass to the right on a running back screen, and it will be broken up by Ryan
Flag on the
Benza.
play.
There is another flag on the play.
Another flag.
This will be unsportsmanlike conduct, likely on the Highlanders, as there was a bit of pushing and shoving between one of the GL defenders and Bernard's wide receivers. The refs are talking, and they'll decide who the penalty is against, or potentially decide that there are offsetting penalties on both teams.
Penalties against the Mountaineers.
The penalty will be against Bernards.
Foul.
This will push them back once again for the 2nd play in a row. We are just under 1 minute here left in the 2nd quarter with halftime coming up.
Ball back to the
We will, at halftime, we'll see a performance by the Governor Livingston Highlander Marching Band. Walsh with Carl Leach in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Motion man across the middle. Walsh will take the snap, look back to pass. He'll heave one down the field, complete, and taken out of bounds at around the Governor Livingston 40-yard line.
Complete.
That pass was complete to
Arkley.
Arkley.
Miller on the stop. Puts the ball back to the 41-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down here for Bernards. We'll see if the Highlanders can hold them for the first time this game and get them to a 4th down. Trips to the bottom. Walsh in the backfield. Takes the snap. Looking right. doesn't see anything. He's rolling out to the right, and he will
Ball shot a keeper.
try to reach the first down. Chased out of bounds there by Honey. And this will not move the chains.
Ball spotted at the 25-yard line.
It'll be a
Brings up a
fourth down and 6 for Bernards. The first fourth down they've reached in this game. It's likely that they'll bring out their kicking unit here. And they actually won't. Walsh will stay in the backfield. And he will take the snap, looking left to pass, looking right, doesn't see anything. Rolling out right, heaving down the field to a man in the end zone, and it is incomplete. Quinn Brown on the coverage there. Correction, Ryan Honey on the coverage there. Quinn Brown is number 10 for Bernards. This will be the first Bernards turnover of the game. The Highlanders successfully able to put a stop on them for the first time this game, and the GL offense will come out once again. Their third and fourth drives seemed to be going quite well until they didn't, with the fumble and then interception both on the part of Daly. We'll see if they can string together yet another successful footed drive, or they will just take it to the half with a kneel. And this will bring up halftime here. As we approach halftime, 28-0, Bernards on top.
At the half,
A decent showing by
28, the Highlanders 0.
a decent showing by the GL offense so far, with 2 pretty successful drives and 2 unsuccessful drives. However, the defense has been successful only once in putting up a stop against Bernards, allowing them to get those 4 touchdowns up on the board.
Come back, Todd.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the varsity cheer squad for 2024. Governor Livingston High School varsity cheer squad.
DJ the Cybertron. Harder, faster, better, stronger. Text the ladies, push the longer. Cause we got to beat that bounce. We got to beat that bounce. We got to beat that 808, that boom boom in the sound. I'm GL.
Your 2024 Varsity Cheer Squad. Captains: Ava Barker, Lahar Tralla, Mia Gall, Emily Wallen. Seniors: Leah Brogman, Annabelle Levine, Olivia Monaco, Gianna Spear. Juniors: Georgia Conklin, Amelia Curran, Isabella Drayton, Sienna Duff, Jessica Eisenberg, Kaya Gross, Claire Lee, Ava Vincent, Ava Werner. Sophomores: Leah Castrovinci, Katie Coulter, Stephanie DeQuilla, Leah Kapuzinski, Carolyn O'Rourke, Victoria Scorzafava, Leah Shahidi, Florence Skinner, freshman Charlotte Keenan, Haley Paris, under head coach Emily Verheiko. Your 2024 Varsity Cheer Squad.
It's the thought. I'm just saying. Are you not going? Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please draw your attention to the field to welcome the best band in the land, the Highlander Marching Band. Highlander Marching Band 2024 field show is Refracted.
Layla! Wait, you're all wearing all black where?
Band director Nicholas O'Sullivan, assistant band director Joseph Ellis, marching tech instructor Michael Mirabella, bagpipe instructor Joe McGongle, percussion instructor Joseph Larino, color guard instructors Jennifer Troxel, Danella Pacella, drum majors Sanja Lau and Lucas Mondano, pipe major Ian Williams, color guard captains Chloe Akintola and Irina Brajnikova, woodwind brass techs Nicholas Ellis and Jason Procassini. Highlanders were tournament band champions, Atlantic Coast Open champions, 1980, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 97, 2005, 6, 8, 2011, and 12. They performed in Scotland in 1988, 92, 96, 2000, 2004, 2010, 2014, and 2018. They've also performed in Nova Scotia, Canada in 2023. Behind the marching band have been New Jersey State Champions, Tournament Band Champions 2011, 12, 2018, 2019, and New Jersey Marching Band Drum Corps 2022. The Highlander Marching Band. Your Highlander Marching Band. If you can get out your 50-50 tickets, We have a winner. The winner will receive $2,125. $2,125. Ticket number 00213. Lori Nelson. McLean and Jakubowski back deep to receive the opening kickoff of the second half here at Fry Field.
GL back to receive. And the ball will go into the end zone.
Ball's in the end zone.
We'll catch it
Highlanders will
for a
take over.
Highlander
First
touchback.
and 10 at the 20-yard
First and
line.
10 at the 20-yard line. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show, or our two halftime shows by our marching band and our varsity cheer squad. The GL offense will come back out on the field here. Their drives in the first half were a pretty even split of successful and unsuccessful, the first two being stopped without first downs being attained, and the second two getting into Bernard's territory with the final one getting into the red zone. Daly takes the snap, hands it off to D'Amato. He'll cut back up the middle, driving his feet through contact, and he will have a gain of about a 5.
Ball out to the 25-yard line.
Second and 5 for the Highlanders here.
The 25.
Highlanders out the gate have gone with yet another rushing play. Seems to be a trend for them in this game, given that their fill-in quarterback is a running back, or a true running back. We'll see Daly line up again with this 2 running back formation. D'Amato behind him. He'll take the snap on a keeper. He'll go out to the left, find a bit of space, tuck his shoulder for a gain of a few yards, and he will be just 2 yards short of a first down. 3 yards short of a first down, correction, according to the placement of the ball by the ref. 3rd down and 3 here. More likely than not, we'll see yet another run play up the middle, although we could also see a pitch outside, motion play. Could be any number of things, but more likely than not, a run play. GL defense on Bernard's last drive of that half also had their first stop of the game. Bernard's went for it on a 4th down and 5 and had a incomplete pass, allowing GL to get the ball back, and Daly takes a kneel to send it to the half. Highlanders getting set once again. Daly with 2 running backs. D'Amato behind him. It will be a run play, a keeper for Daly though, and not a handoff, and he will
Daly on the carry,
get
knocked out of bounds.
just past the first down, I believe, before being knocked out of bounds. Although the refs might decide to spot it before the
That's
down
good
marker.
enough
That is good enough for a first down by 1.
Place at the 30-yard line, first down and 10 for the Highlanders.
Ball's on the 30, so just barely getting the first down there, but opening the first drive of the second half with a first down. Having some momentum here. Once again, 2 running backs. Daly will hand it off to D'Amato, who will cut back left after going right. Flag is thrown, and D'Amato will be stopped just around the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1, although we will see what the penalty is for.
Holding Highlanders.
It'll be holding against the Highlanders. That'll push them back and negate the carry by D'Amato.
That'll bring up a first down and 20. Ball's placed back to the 20-yard line.
First 4 plays of this drive have all been run plays. We will see if that trend will continue or if Gio will decide to bring up something new. Once again, 2 running backs in the backfield with Dally. Motion man across the middle. Dally takes the snap. He fumbles it and luckily falls on top of it. That is the 4th fumble of this game. Luckily for GL, this one is recovered and 2 others have been recovered. The first fumble was the ender to their first successful drive of the game in the second quarter, where they made it all the way into Bernard's territory off of a muffed punt, and the fumble gave Bernard's back the ball. Dally lining up. Finally, only 1 running back in the backfield. He'll look right. He'll throw to an incompletion. The intended target was Premier McLean. McLean, to mention it again, I already mentioned it in the first half early in the game, but he returned a 95-yard kickoff for a touchdown for a win against Voorhees last week. Around 9:40 left on the clock here. After that incompletion, this will bring up a 3rd down for GL. We will see whether or not this is another pass play or if GL will try to attain the yards they need on the ground. Dally takes the snap. He'll look to pass, looking right. He'll throw for a completion to McLean, and he will be taken down.
Stevens on the stop.
Stevens on the stop. We'll wait for the ref to spot the ball to see if this will be a first down or not.
7-yard line.
27-yard line. 8:20 left to go, and it looks as if GL is short. This will bring up a 4th down. Right now, GL has pretty much nothing to lose. If GL wanted to, they could potentially go for it on a 4th down, but they won't. They'll go back to punt the ball away. Here's the kick. A bit of a duck there, unfortunately, and it'll tumble out of bounds around the 35-yard line. The 37 to be exact. Bernard's offense will take the field here. Walsh will remain in the backfield. Alone, he'll take the snap and throw across the middle to an open receiver who will drop it
Walsh's pass
for an incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down and 10 from the 37-yard line.
37-yard line, 2nd and 10 after that incompletion by Walsh. Berners will line up for another snap. Walsh the ball. He'll look to the right and throw a loft pass. Receiver will break 1 tackle, break 2. Getting blocks in front of him, finally taken down around the 10-yard line.
Tackled by
Max Austin on the reception there.
and Miller. Good enough a first down, 1st and goal for the Mountaineers.
1st and goal,
at the 9-yard line.
Bernards. Walsh will take a snap again. Hand it off to Carlos, and he will. Correction, not Carlos.
Touchdown, Logan Stevens.
Logan
9-yard
Stevens.
run.
A 9-yard touchdown run there. Bernard's right up the middle. Offensive line creating a nice space for him and just driving it through with a nice little leap to extend the ball over the line. Ochab out once again to attempt the extra point. Successful up until this point, and it looks like this one will be
The point is no good.
blocked. So,
6:35.
adding only the second failed extra point attempt
Mountaineers
to
34.
Ochab's total this season, making him 3 or 4 on extra points in this game, and 19 of 21 across the season. GL defense once again seems to be going back to their form in the first 4 Bernard drives, unable to stop them, hold them to a 3rd down. We will need to see if they can replicate their performance near the end of the first half. 5:45 left on the clock here as GL gets back to receive. Geibel will kick it away. Taken by GL. It'll be brought back out for a return.
Zakalowski on a return.
He will be stopped around the 20-yard line. Connor Jakubowski on the return there for Governor Livingston.
First and 10 for the Highlanders at the 30-yard line.
First and 10. Correction, it was near the 30-yard line that he was brought down. It'll be a first and 10 from the 30. So far, GL has managed to get across midfield on only 1 drive while starting in their own half. Their first drive of the second half was unsuccessful and resulted in a punt. Daly will take the snap. He'll have a keeper. He'll take it out to the left. Cutting back to the right. He's got some space down the side. He'll take it up the sideline. Finally brought out of bounds by 2 Bernards defenders, but not after getting a first down and a pickup around 15.
Now on a stop.
First GL first down of this second half. On their second drive, of course.
Good up for a Highlander first down. First and 10 for the Highlanders.
3:55 left on the clock here.
45-yard line.
GL will line up in the 45. Daly in the back with 2 running backs. He'll hand it off to D'Amato. He'll start off to the left, but cut back into the middle
On a carry.
and keep his feet moving for a gain of about 2. A lot of effort for a pretty minimal gain, unfortunately.
Tice Hanratty on the stop.
So far, this GL rushing offense has been pretty decent. Unfortunately, the defense they are going up against is outstanding. The offensive line has been able to create some gaps, which we've seen exploited by Daly, both Daly and D'Amato, for decent run plays. Daly back again on yet another keeper. D'Amato out in front of him blocking. He'll find space up the left side of the field, break 1 tackle, and he will finally be brought down, but not after getting yet another first down. 2 first downs, both on keepers by Jack Daly.
Ball placed at the 40-yard line. That's good enough for a Highlander first down. Highlanders at the 40-yard line.
For the second time this game, GL has made it from their own territory into the territory of Burns. We'll see if they can cap off on this drive, unlike the other 2. 2:30 left on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. GL taking a lot of time with them as they move down the field. Daly with two backs. He will take the snap and hand it off to D'Amato, who will cut up into the middle. Found a nice space and was able to push his way forward for a gain of 8, or around 8.
Ferguson on the stop. Holds place at the 32-yard line, brings up a second down and 2.
Second down and 2 for GL. Daniel Ferguson was there on the stop for Bernards. Across the season, Ferguson has racked up 1 sack, 4 tackles for loss, and 25 total tackles. A useful player here on the Bernards defensive line, helping them to hold out their opponents. Unfortunately, they're not holding GL right now as Daly takes yet another snap, and that'll be a fumble on a messed up handoff. It was almost successful, but D'Amato seemed to have dropped it there after looking up and forgetting to focus on tucking the ball. Fortunately, Daly noticed and was able to fall back on it. This will bring up a third down from the 36 for GL. We'll see yet again what GL will decide to come up with here on this third down, whether they might go with a passing play or a run play, potentially a keeper by Daly. That does seem to be a trend for first and third downs, a keeper from Mr. Jack Daly. He is lined up here in the backfield with 2 running backs, indicating it could probably be a run, although he has almost fumbled that. It will be a keeper here from him. He'll make his way down the right side of the field. He'll keep going, breaking 1 tackle and getting the first down.
Knocked out of bounds.
Knocked out of bounds around the 11, I believe. Although the refs will spot it at the, correction, not the 11, around the 16, although the refs are spotting it around the 18.
18-yard line. Good enough for a Highlander.
A beautiful
First down,
broken
Highlanders.
tackle right there.
18-yard line.
Yet another broken tackle, then finally taken out of bounds by
That's the
number
end of our
22,
third quarter.
Antonio Britz.
Mountaineers 34, Highlanders 0.
Third quarter is over here. We'll switch sides and GL will take possession on the opposite side of the field, again at the 18.
Ready, go! GLHS, we're here.
On GL's first drive of the second half, it seemed as if Bernards will continue their trend of getting 4 and outs from GL. However, on the second drive, it seems like
Let's hear it for our varsity cheerleading.
it seems like this offense has been able to string together a nice set of running plays, finally allowing them to pick up a string of first downs and get into the red zone for the second time today. As we enter the fourth quarter here, the band should be returning, meaning we will get a bit more of that pop from the crowd and some nice ambiance. Daly lining up again with 2 running backs in the backfield with him. He'll take the snap, hand off to D'Amato, who will cut to the right and find a nice lane for a pickup of around 6.
That's our front hang on the carry.
Akshar Pradhan on the carry for Governor Livingston
Down to
there.
the 14-yard line.
He has been used similarly to a lot of the other backs in this game for GL. He's been used limitedly up until this point in the season, going only with 8 attempts for 15 yards. GL is reaching deep into their bag of running backs here to replace the spot that Daly has left open by moving the quarterback. Daly with the carry again. Once again handing it off to, I believe that was Pradhan once again.
Front hang
And
on the carry.
he will be stopped after what looks like a short, very short game. Potentially even no game.
Ball placed at the 12-yard line.
Ball on the 12. 4 yards for a first down for GL.
Come on, GL, let's go!
3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4 here. Interesting to see, do we see yet another keeper from Dally, or will they change it up to be a bit unpredictable? 2 backs with Dally. He will hand it off, so not a keeper, but a run play,
Moya on the carry.
and he will be stopped what looks like short of a first down, which will bring up 4th down and potentially around 2.
Ball down to 9-yard line.
Ball down on the 9, 4th down and 1 here for the Governor Livingston Highlanders. 10 minutes left in the game. Highlanders looking to put some points up on the board and get rid of that donut they have currently.
I'm sorry, did you see it?
Dally, only one running back behind him. Trotterheim. He'll take the snap. It'll be a keeper. He will start going to the left, cut back to the right, find some space along the right side, and finally reach out for
That's good enough
what
for
looks like a Highlander first down.
1st and goal for the Highlanders.
1st and goal for the Highlanders on their 2nd trip to the red zone.
Ball placed at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal from the 7.
Only 7 yards to the goal line for GL. We'll probably see a series of runs here. We have yet to see a pass thrown by Dally on this drive. Dally lining up with Trotterheim behind him. He will hand the ball off and
Hang on the carry.
stuffed at the line for about probably a loss of 1. A correction, a gain of 2.
2nd and goal.
It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. Only 5 yards to go for GL. It'll be interesting to see if GL has to get to a 4th down here. Will they take the field goal for the 3, or will they go for it on 4th down, as they have the only other time on this drive that they've gotten to a 4th down, where they went with a keeper with Dally and were able to successfully convert. Keeper for Dally, running up the middle. He will be
Dally on the carry.
stopped after what looks like a short gain of probably only 1. This will bring up 3rd down. Dally's helmet seems to have come off there,
3rd and goal from the 4.
and he's coming back to the sideline. 3rd and 4 here for the Highlanders. Dally making his way off the field, not attempting to put his helmet back on. And timeout, Highlanders. Dally likely couldn't get his helmet back off, and he's come to the sideline to get some assistance with that so that he can be out there on 3rd down. .7:33 left in this game. Highlanders trying to put up their first points in this drive. This is their 2nd time in the red zone. They have not yet thrown a pass on this drive, which seems unbelievable to say, but is true. A series of Jack Dally keepers up the middle and to the far outside, with some good blocking by his offensive line and receivers, have allowed GL to convert on 4th and 3rd down and keep the drive alive. It'll be interesting to see what they go with here on 3rd down. The general trend has been that they go with a run, and we will not see Dally come back into the game. Instead, we will see Michael Donahue back for the snap. He'll take it, hand off to D'Amato, and he will be into the end zone, according to the referees, for GL touchdown. first points of the game.
Highlanders.
A nice run with some great blocking by the offensive line there.
4 yards. Touchdown run. Mason Walker on to attempt the extra point.
Mason Barker out here to attempt the extra point. Snap and hold are good, and it is up and through. 34-7 with Bernards on top.
In the fourth quarter.
6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Highlanders 7.
Mason Barker out there having attempted the PAT and making it. Francisco Londano, who usually would have taken the extra points for GL, is not fulfilling his duties today. It is unclear why, however, Barker is taking over all kicking responsibilities, which has included kickoffs and extra points, though we have only seen one kickoff from GL. We'll see him come out here again for only the second kickoff of this game, or second kickoff for GL of this game. Barker has only made one field goal this season from 22. And he will boot it away back to the waiting man. It'll be caught and taken up the left side, and the receiving man will be stopped after a short gain. Chase Hawthorne was there on the return for Bernards.
Mountaineers take over first and 10. The ball placed at the 33-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. 4:50 left in this game. The GL offense will take to the field once again. GL defense, correction, will take to the field once again. Though they've only been successful on stopping Bernards on one drive. We'll see if they can be successful again. Ball back to take the snap. It'll be a run up the middle and stuffed just behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1.
Caldwell on a carry. Dorsett on the stop. Loss of 1 brings up second down and 11.
Second down and 11 here after the loss of 1. Jordan Riley is out to take the snap for Bernards. He will look left and throw for a completion to his receiver. And he will be stopped just short of the first down. Ricky Giebel on the reception.
Riley's pass complete. Geibel. Ball placed at the 41-yard line. Brings up a third down and 2.
Third down and 2 here for Bernards. We'll see if GL can hold them for the second time this game. Snap taken. It'll be a run play out to the left. Finds a gap and brings it all the way up to around the 49. GL unsuccessful in stopping the run by Caldwell.
Logan Mitchell on the stop. Good enough for a Mountaineers first down. Moves the ball out to the
Just around 4 minutes left here in this game.
First and 10 for the Mountaineers.
This will likely be the last drive of this game. Riley taking the snap, handing off to number 20, Max Caldwell, who is stopped for another tackle for loss. D'Amato stopping him in the backfield, showing out a bit for this GL defense, who prior to this game had 34 tackles for loss, and they are only adding to it with this game. GL has had a pretty decent time stopping the run against other opponents. However, the pass seems to be where they are weaker, as Riley will line up again in the backfield with Caldwell to his left. He'll look back to pass, look left, hit as he throws, and he's caught. It is caught by number 8,
Riley's pass
Ricky Geibel.
complete. Geibel holds place at the 27-yard line. That's good enough for a Mountaineers first down.
Burners will move up to the 27-yard line and get yet another first down for a 1st and 10. Riley under center, 2 running backs flanking him, and he will take a knee. The clock will tick down as Burns will attempt to bring the end of the game just a bit closer, as they have a 34-7 lead here. They will line up yet again in a victory formation, and Riley will take yet another knee.
Your final score, it's the Mountaineers, Burners Mountaineers 34, Silver Livingston Highlanders 7. Thank you for visiting Fire Field.
As the game comes to an end here, GL has picked up their 5th loss of the season against Bernards, who will move to 8-0. Final score, 34-7 Bernards.
Marching band, our cheerleaders, and our football team. Also, congratulations to the Bernards Mountaineers seniors. We wish you well in all your future endeavors.
This will bring now an end to Governor Livingston's senior football afternoon or night, depending on what you want to call it. That has been the game. Thank you.